call the November Planning, Property and Legislative Committee meeting to order on Wednesday, November 19th at 5 p.m. We have a quorum. I will do roll call. Trustee Hummel.
Here.
Trustee Hess is here. And Trustee O'Connor is excused. And President Mansell is here. So we have a quorum. I'm looking for a motion to approve the agenda and the minutes from October 22nd, 2025 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the agenda and the minutes from October 22nd, 2025 meeting. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? The motion is carried. Any public comments on agenda items? We have nobody online and nobody here. Moving on the agenda, chairperson comments. I do not have any. We will discuss about the meeting in December or later at her number 14, next meeting date. Number 7, update on DMI.
I do not have anything, since the last time I did send an email out to DMI, seeing if they had any thoughts or updates on the demo estimate that was sent to them, and I have not heard back from them at all. So at this point, there's no change.
Okay, thank you.
Just a real quick question about that. What's your best speculation about what's going to happen in the next 6 months with DMI?
I mean, obviously, we all know the railroad contract with ERCO basically ended here in October. So
I didn't know that.
so they are not getting a payment anymore from ERCO. I do know that the rail yard is up for rent, you know, that it's on the market.
Okay.
I do know that for sure. I did see that come through, so I know they are trying to figure out how to, on their side, get some more revenue back since the rail yard is empty now, because ERCO built a new rail yard in their property and moved all the train cars out.
Okay.
Obviously, everything's up to date, you know, come tax time, I guess we can see what shakes about here in the next couple of months. I know there's the gentleman that was doing some work at the YMCA, taking some historical stuff out that was here a couple months ago. If you guys remember that presentation, I know they are in the working with the Wood County to get some stuff out of that, and they're also working with DMI to be getting some historical stuff out of that. So I do know that is kind of going on behind the scenes or whatever, but other than that, I really don't have any further updates or whatever.
No,
So
no sense of,
unfortunately, I
sounds like more of the same.
same, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
If anything else on DMI? Okay, number 8 on the agenda, discussion. I'd like a motion to approve the village ordinance number 3 that we have corrected from last time. We have a motion and we can have discussion. The changes were in, 3.04, number 5, changes in budget. The highlighted area, notice of such transfer shall be given by publication within 15 days thereafter in the official village newspaper, or post a notice of the change on the municipality's website within 15 days after any change is made.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, I'll second it. Now discussion. There's one other change in 3.09. The state statute is 66.06031MA in the temporary investment of funds not immediately needed. So that is a correction from the previous version. Okay, other discussion.
Yeah, a couple things. First of all, just could somebody explain to me or refresh my memory why we moved it to 15 days instead of 10? Just
State statute.
state statute. Thank you very much. Second, question on the room tax. Do we have?
I'll let Ben speak to it, but we had somebody who was doing a rental property and then did for a while and then didn't, so.
Previous administration added that obviously, due to a resident that came here and was looking to rent out their property, and that's why the language was added.
Yeah, so my recollection, or when I was sitting here, not on the board, was like there was a discussion about short-term rentals versus longer term rentals, was that about a short term rental or is that allowed in Port Edwards to have short term rentals?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, I don't have that answer in front of me. I can definitely look into it or whatever. I can try to look back at the previous administration to see what this, I remember what this came about, and I know this was used for, weekends and a couple days. I know this, the person that asked for this was only using it for short times, like
Yeah.
weekends. So,
From my recollection, I feel like it was like those VRBO, Airbnb type.
Correct,
things.
but I thought there was some discussion about not allowing short-term rentals in the village.
I can go back and,
As of right now, apparently we can't.
I can go back and look at the minutes from that and see how that was.
Yeah, if you would, I would
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
And is that something, maybe we'll just find out what the current thing is.
Well, if you guys have a question on it, I don't think we should move forward if we don't, I guess that's up to the chairman. I don't have that information in front of me. I guess I can look back at the previous motion and board minutes, how that got put in there. I guess I would.
This- I think would be and correct me if I'm misspeaking, but I think allowing short-term or long-term rentals would be in a different ordinance. This is the taxation and finance piece of that. So since
Where would it be?
it'd probably be in the,
Housing?
yeah,
We
Okay,
could call it the zoning too. I guess it could turn into be a zoning question, but
this is how
But
we're
this
gonna
would go
collect
to
the tax, the room tax, if we allow it.
okay.
3.13 is a room
Peace.
tax.
Pete, I'm just wondering, yeah, I
I-
would like to do it, and I get it. I'm not asking for change. It was more of a question that it is unclear.
Correct, and we can discuss that if we want to
Yeah, I
not
want to
allow.
allow them,
rental.
because if we wouldn't allow them, right, they wouldn't be in here, is my assumption,
Yes,
right? If we didn't allow short-term rentals or whatever, then there wouldn't even be a need for that in there, so I'm assuming we do, but we can.
Yeah,
double check
that
on
was my point, is like,
Yeah.
okay,
well,
Okay.
what I would suggest.
you guys will get
is-
some information tomorrow.
yeah, that sounds good. Let's get that good.
So I guess I would look to approve this as written with the suffice that he will find out where it is allowed, and we can have a separate discussion about that.
So maybe I have to make an amendment, but I was going to recommend that there's a resolution that we have. Let's see, it is resolution number 2018-7, that the village resolved that the village board of Port Edward should have at least 20% of its current general fund expenditures as a minimum unsigned fund balance. And I was wondering, at least that ought to be footnoted into the section on the budget, because it explains how the budget works. But I see nothing about that provision in the ordinance itself, and it makes me wonder if that shouldn't be there. Otherwise, how would somebody know other than people who've done it in the past?
Did you print that off yourself?
Like it's on,
No, like, did you print that? I'm looking for it in here.
oh yeah, no,
brought that.
He brought,
Okay,
I just, here,
it's 2018, resolution
No, that's
7,
fine. I was-
2018.
I thought I was missing a page.
I remember a past administrator did change that to be the 20%.
what's got the president of the board's,
Yep. No, I know it was passed. I believe,
Joe did it.
he was here,
So 2018, that would have been,
Ed Leela was here.
who?
Ed Leela, Administrator Leela.
Almost been before I was.
So this was passed, and I know this was even brought up last year when we did the budget. Diane, I brought it up, and basically, if you look at our budget, the amount of funds we'd have to have saved, that's a huge number.
that's why I bring it
So
up.
I would definitely agree. I mean, we're not following that resolution. I'll be 100% honest with you, that we don't have that number, as we all know.
Speaking from chapter 3 point of view, to answer your question, I don't know if we need to incorporate this in. I think we need to have a discussion at the committee and or board level on whether we're gonna follow this resolution or not.
If we can do that. If we're
Because
not following it, if
resolutions
we're
kind
not
of,
able to follow it, then we should probably change it, or I don't know if we cancel a resolution. I don't know how that works.
Or update it.
Right.
Absolve the resolution or update it, but do resolutions kind of, I don't know if that's the right word, override the ordinances? But they kind of go on top of them, don't they? How does that work? Do you know,
I don't know
President?
how that would work.
Let me take that and let me email our legal on that resolution. And let me come up with, when that was passed, how it was passed and presented. And let me send that back out to you guys and probably the whole committee. To me, this is, everybody on the board should be.
Yeah.
Should get that information. So I will get the
Yeah.
terms from legal and I'll get how this resolution was brought up. And then I can also do
You can have that.
the
Thank you.
breakdown of our budget to see where that number would actually be, have that kind of a one, where that number would have to be.
Do we have some money in an unused balance, line item?
That's where that 200,000 that we discuss every year. We always start with that $200,000 unused funds. That's where that starts.
I think it ought to be cleared up somehow.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yes,
I mean, I hate to get into a situation where we say, oh, we're gonna ignore this ordinance, but no, everybody, the other ordinances, I mean, let's just clean it up.
Absolutely.
And even if we like pass this how it is, we can always, if that's the route we decide to do it, we can
What
always.
do we feel,
come
let's back
to
this
this.
up.
Piece,
Trust me, do we feel that that's in this? Do you feel that that resolution is back into this section 3?
well, I'm
Underneath.
going to,
Tax.
remove my comment about it amending the motion with the understanding that we need to look at that and that needs to be deferred probably
Yeah,
till we get more information. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
yeah.
I'm just looking to clean it up.
okay, I was reading and I apologize. I didn't follow your complete train of thought. Are you okay with approving this?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
I'm gonna rescind even talking about an amendment about regarding that, because it probably needs to be deferred and.
Yeah, and we can come back as
Yeah, sure.
that we can come back is if this needs to be in there, then we can come back and see how it fits in.
My biggest thing is, are we gonna follow it or not, whether it's in there or not? I think
Okay,
if we do follow it, probably ought to be in there. If we're not gonna, we need to do something.
I appreciate you
Yeah.
digging in and following up on that and bringing it to our attention, and withdrawing that
Yep.
adjustment to it. So the motion is to accept chapter 3 as written with the highlighted changes that I highlighted in 3.04, number 5, and 3.09. So all in favor of accepting that and moving it on to the board, say aye.
I,
Aye. Opposed? That motion is carried, then we will move it to the board for approval with some understanding of this resolution 2018-7. Thank you. Okay, review of village ordinance number 4, police department. I will we're gonna have discussion on it. I will go through what I found here. I passed out a packet that describes my understanding of changes that I would like to see. The only one that I found was in 4.04, mutual assistance. It states currently, in accordance with state statute 66.1019 subsection 1 and following, that subsection 66.1019 subsection 1 refers to, in your handout that I gave you, housing codes to conform to state law on the second page of this. So that I think is the wrong state statute. It talks about 1 and 2 family dwellings. The last page of the packet I handed out gives that actual state statute. I think that should read, and I reviewed it with Chief Zerflu and Trustee Hummel, or Trustee Fluger. I'll get it right. I think it should read in accordance with state statute 66.0313. And if you look at this page, that talks about law enforcement mutual assistance, and the following pages actually show that. So I think that is a subsection and is agreement with the other trustees that that is the correct state statute. So that's the only change that I have suggested for chapter 4. Any other discussion?
Yeah, I'd like to make a suggestion on 403. One. No, 403.2. The power of arrest.
Oh.
Says the police chief and any police officer shall arrest any person in the village found in act of violating any law or ordinance of the village or state or abiding or abetting in such violation. And then later, it talks about ordinance violations, and it says that the police department and in some cases, fire department has the ability to assess a fine for some ordinance kind of things. And I thought we were talking about police. I would just like to change the word shall to may arrest, because the way it reads is like shall means you have to. You have to arrest. Well, are we arresting for any person in the village found in act of violating any law or ordinance of the village? I don't
I see
really
what you're saying.
think we want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I just also don't want. Obviously, I think we'll have police or Chief Abbott, read through it just to make
Yeah.
sure, but I understand what you're saying, shall arrest, like, right, like, just because you have a messy lawn, are we gonna arrest you for that?
Somebody for that?
Right, but I just wanna make sure that it's worded in there, or that if we're too loose on the wording, I don't want that to jam us either. But,
Has the power to arrest would be something like
right,
that.
I was gonna say, like, maybe he just run it through.
If you read 1, it says
Wherever.
each officer in the department shall possess the powers conferred. So you could say shall possess the powers to arrest any person.
For which one did you
If you
say?
read number 1, 4.031, each officer in the department shall possess the powers conferred. So you could say shall possess the powers to arrest any person in the village found.
Yeah, that just, I think
Yeah.
that's simple kind of thing, because otherwise the ordinance piece, it sounds potentially contradictory and we know it isn't.
Right,
Yeah, I think they still have the, right to make an assessment whether they arrest or not.
Exactly.
I just wanna know what the state statute wording is, right? There's gotta be some sort of wording where
Yeah.
it works to fulfill their needs, but then isn't like, you have a messy lawn, we're gonna arrest you for it.
Yeah, you don't want that.
So I guess my suggestion, do we need to review the state statutes and then
Well, I
with
think
this,
it's as simple as asking
Nick,
Chief,
or
Chief
Chief
or
Abbott.
Nick.
I'll run
What?
that I'll run section 403 by both of them, but I'll
Yeah.
include that in an email to Nick and just ask him if the wording should be changed, so.
yes,
Shall have the power to, would be, would then be copacetic with
Right.
the ability to write.
no, that's good. I read that too, and it's like,
That
I
makes sense.
thought about that briefly, but I didn't.
Yeah. Small matter, nitpicky, but
But that's what we're gonna do. I went through all the state statutes, so it's, yeah. Okay, any other comments on 4? Okay.
just a question, just for, so are there businesses or citizens who have alarm systems that are hooked into our police department?
Correct, I think the Wood County, they go right to Wood County.
Yep, they go right.
Oh, the Wood County.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's not right to ours, but Wood County.
Okay,
I will give my copy of this to you, Ben, so we can, are we okay with that 6.1019 subsection 126?
Yes.
6.013?
Yeah.
There's my corrected copy. With that, any old business? I do not have any old business. Any new business? I do not have any. Okay.
Just a question about the new, is it possible there are other things in this municipal law not related to the two chapters we looked at here that would be of value to understand?
I did not read the whole state statute 66. It's very, very long.
Yeah.
It's hundreds of pages. I just referred to those. And that would be a question for Chief Abbott to say if there's, because sometimes you just reference state statute that we abide by state statute.
Yep.
And
So
then-
they have in their policies and stuff, they go through Lexipol, so that'll help them pull what is necessary from state statutes and that too, but
Well, it has different sections here, finance and so forth. It makes me wonder just, I might, if it's okay with you, I might just
Go ahead.
speed read through some of
Go
that
ahead.
and just see.
Yes, these were talking about specific.
Understood. That's why I asked if there might be relevance to some of our other 15 or 14, 13, 15
Yep.
ordinances.
Sometimes they do just reference the overall state
Yeah.
statute. And then things that may be different, they kind of highlight the ordinance.
Yeah.
Okay, future agenda items would be chapter 4. Then any potential update on 160, depending on if you get any feedback once it's cleared. And DMI, if we get any information.
do we want to do chapter 5 right away? Or, like just a review for that or?
Chapter 5, we went through before.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm just going in numerical.
It'd be
but
chapter 7.
Chapter 7. Okay.
I think there's no 6 is what I heard.
No, 6.
So chapter 4,
6 in.
the suggestion is once we get this change, it's gonna go through the public safety, then through PLP to the board.
Okay.
Public safety wants to review it. Okay. Next meeting date, I'm going to propose a tentative meeting date of December 17th at 5 PM. The public safety and public works are right before that. Public works is at 4, public safety is at 4:30. They may cancel those. If they cancel those two, I don't know if we will have ours. It's gonna be the week before Christmas Eve. Because we'd be going through chapter 4. Try to get it to the board.
I actually will be out of the country starting December 14th through the rest of
Okay.
December.
December
Good for
14th.
you. I think that's good for you, isn't it?
It's great for me.
Okay.
I mean, not that I would miss a meeting, but it's,
So it's a trip that you want to take.
yeah, I'm going to Antarctica.
Oh,
Oh. You and I have very different definitions of vacation.
Antarctica and then Easter Island, which is in the
Oh,
subject, so.
All right.
I hope you have a safe, well trip.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Okay, so
Bring it back
if
next
you're not here, that is fine.
I'll be here.
And I'm pretty
Uh,
convinced, I know exactly where we'll be on some of that in the Drake Passage, and there's no way the Wi-Fi is
work.
even probable, given what's going on in the Drake Passage. So,
I wish you well.
thank you.
Okay,
You can bring me back some ice, put it in a Ziploc baggie. It'll probably melt, but then I can refreeze it. It'll
And
be
say
like
it's
that.
I saw an ad where somebody cut into the ice, and of course Amish still do that. They cut
Yeah.
in that, but I think that's illegal to do that.
Well,
And,
ask them what their ordinances say and we'll find out.
But we'll see. I'm looking forward to it.
okay. How long are you there?
Antarctica, let's see, it takes 26 hours to get there. We're there till Christmas Eve, and then we fly to Easter Island on Christmas Day and stay there till the 31st.
Okay,
Oh,
Easter Island, the big
yeah,
heads that,
yeah.
how in the
We
heck
don't
did they
know.
get them there? They're
Yeah.
80 tons and no trees, so very interesting how they got them to the beaches and all of what happened there. Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
With that, I think I will adjourn the meeting at 5:25.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for making us all jealous of Easter egg.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that what I wanted?